house wasn't destroyed like other houses. A couple houses north or a couple houses west, the houses all kind of look like matchsticks. But my house, the roof was pulled off and dropped about 40 feet and turned 90 degrees and put in my neighbor's yard. And they had a tree in their front yard, and the tree was actually through the roof, so the tree cut through the roof. The front wall got pulled off about, I don't know, 30 some odd degrees or so, but it was still standing. The garage and the living room, it just kind of shredded or so. It just kind of collapsed. There wasn't much there. But the rest of the walls of the house were fine. This coat actually was in the closet, and the closets were okay. And what happened when the roof got pulled off, the drywall that's on, the ceiling, the drywall kind of shattered into bits about yay big or so, and basically it was on the carpet, the floor, and then all the insulation dropped onto the carpet and the floor. So basically what they said, the house was a total. They don't know for sure. They're going to have a structural engineer come out when everything thaws to take a look at the foundation, but everything down to the foundation and the footing of the house is going to probably have to be taken out. To see if people were like, because the expectation was that a lot of people would die, and so the fire department actually busted open part of my house and they went through checking for survivors. And I think when they got done, they spray painted like OK, meaning nobody was dead in it or whatever, or they put boxes with X's on it. And I wasn't sure exactly what everything stood for. I think the OK meant that everybody was removed alive or something. So there's a lot of that. So yes, here we're going to get a lot of first thing in the morning, although on Monday they wouldn't let us in for a little while, so people would actually park on the bypass and they'd walk from the bypass all the way into their house. So that's a good 2 or 3 miles. But I probably had 5 or 6 different groups of people that I had to, I was at the house, and then I basically have somebody drive me to the checkpoint, and I just get out of the checkpoint, show them my driver's license, hop in a car, and come back. And I did that. I did that for my brother, my sister, people from work. Money came to help out with their time or donate something, and just kind of the outpouring support is unbelievable. And I'm sure I speak for everybody in town who's affected that they're all thankful that all kinds of different people all helped out. So again, thank you very much. We appreciate all the help you did.
Well, we went out to Washington and looked at all the damage and all the houses. We had someone that was a close friend of Bobby's. He came out and talked to us about his home that was actually destroyed.
And after going through and seeing all of that, it really brings a light to the situation. Being in Bloomington, you don't really think that something like this would happen to us. And after seeing all the damage, it brings a new light. It hits closer to home, and it's different to feel about. It's not necessarily a good thing, but it's nice to think about sometimes.
King of Hearts is a great way to give back to the community. Not only a fun trip, but giving back to a good cause like Washington. And I'm just really glad that we're up here giving back.
Help the town of Washington, and hopefully they can rebuild everything and people can go back to the way their lives were before.
Well, every year King of Hearts, it's a nice way for the community to have a fun time and raise money for a good cause. that's kind of something that's been happening here in Washington. Everybody's come together and helped out each other, which is something really cool that happens in times